anyways, let's get started. So we have 4 steps to do before you even start sketching. And that number 1 item, step 1, is to be prayerful. Pray through it. I ask God to just show me what you want visually, to represent the theme, to represent yourself. I want God to be honored through what is designed. I want to be his hands and feet. I just start getting excited, selecting a few travel magazines that just give me a broad feeling of what Africa is like. And before you even sketch a single thing, to just pre-excitement and pre-planning. So I'm just trying to overall familiarize myself with the project at hand before any amount of sketching is ever done. And that includes praying big too. Praying big is huge, just asking the Lord to show us how to go, how to be led, how to do something awesome that is his vision, and to really execute something exciting for the kids. So that's stage 1. So step 2 is you've got to have a meeting with your drama people or the head of your drama and really assess those needs. So what is it that they need to get their job done? You know, some years it's a little more intense as to what meeting the needs entails, but this year that's pretty basic. So we need to accommodate the drama needs. They're the ones getting that message out to the kids, creating the storyline that captivates the kids. So what are those needs? So for instance, this year, guys need to be able to exit a lodge on the right. Girls need to be able to exit on the left, and working doors in the middle, and a nice big area in the middle for the actors to perform. We need a painted mountain as the backdrop. And then other than that, what's kind of behind the lodge, to the left of the lodge, and to the right of the lodge was all up for grabs. So as an artist, I like that. You know, I like a little freedom, but I also like solving a problem and really meeting those needs for what they need for the stage to function. So step 3 is to start collecting your visual references. Now you might have little ideas for things that you want to sketch down here or there, but don't go too crazy. Really start collecting pictures of animals, photographs of safari lodges, since you know that's one of the criteria, just background scenery. Just start collecting all kinds of items that just are your library to pull from, so that when you finally do sit down to pull things together to sketch a certain component, you can like, oh yes, well here's a lot of great lodges to look at, or these are beautiful pictures of zebras and lions. So you've done your homework, you've got your research pulled together, and that's already taken care of. But one thing that I've been doing, which I find really helpful, is to organize my items that I know we're going to have to deal with into folders. So for instance, on this African stage, we had a baobab tree. So I've got a baobab folder, and I've collected all those visual references. And so I know that some artist is going to be interpreting them. So I've just got all kinds of references of a baobab tree in here, just to kind of spur on their imagination and help them as they start their job. So I'll have a folder for that. I'll have a folder for cheetahs and leopards, and you know, with just all kinds of great pictures inside. And so maybe one person is in charge of all the cheetahs and leopards, all the cats. You know, I've got a hippo folder, so I've collected all kinds of visuals just devoted to hippos. I've started my line drawings inside that I'm going to turn into transparencies, because every single one of these that we select has to be turned into a transparency so we can be real accurate in our drawings. So anyways, this is stage 3 of gathering your visual references, but not only gathering them, but getting them organized into file folders. So that's really helpful.
So another great resource for children's VBS set design would be children's books, because they often take subject matter and simplify them a bit. And for instance, animals can be approached very simplistically through, this is a children's drawing book. Here is an image, just a sketch image of an elephant, for instance, and here's the completed colored and painted image of the elephant. And again, wherever you draw your resources from or look for images is fine, but I find children's books to be very helpful in simplifying the theme or the subject matter.
So anyway, step 4 is one of my favorite stages because it is so easy, and that is starting to collect patterns. So I come from a graphic design background, and patterns are 101 of graphic design. So gather your patterns, you know, your zigzag patterns, your African triangular patterns, your patterns that maybe you photocopied off of a dress that you have or a skirt that you have that you can translate into a pattern. So I can't overestimate the awesome use of patterns because they're fun. They bring a lot of playfulness to the set, as well as giving you very doable things for your team of painters to implement. So patterns are easy, way easier than painting a giraffe. Patterns are awesome and can be used as excellent background elements to making your stage look really